Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing some tie-dye. I feel like I'm back in the 90s. I kind of love it, but it's 2020 and tie-dye is back in. So I'm going to be using this tie-dye kit I got off Amazon. I will link it down below. It came with gloves and rubber bands, and I just went ahead and grabbed some solo cups because I kind of wanted my tie-dye to be not as bright and crazy as it was in the 90s. I prefer the more like toned down pastel kind of tie-dye that's trending these days. So I poured out all of my powder that came in the bottle, and then I'm going to re-add it to the bottle just a little at a time so I can kind of make a lighter version of the colors that I'm trying to achieve. So for these shirts, I was going for more of an ombre effect. I didn't want it to be a perfect ombre, but I went ahead and took two rubber bands and I sectioned off 3 different sections so I could do a dark, medium, and light. And the darkest was at the bottom of the shirt going up to the lightest. And as you can see here, I put some of the powder back in the bottle, added a little bit of water, and then I'm testing out my color. And the reason I only added a little bit of water, you will see here in a minute, but I was okay with the color, so I'm going ahead and coating the whole bottom in orange. And it looks really bright, but just stay tuned till the end because it does not look like it looks right now. But yeah, you just want to coat everything in the orange, and as I get up to the next section, I'm going to add more water to my mixture, and it will make the orange a little less bright, and then do the middle with that. And then the next section I will do more water, and it will be a little lighter, and then I will have a nice gradient effect without it being too perfect, because that's not what I wanted. I didn't want an actual ombre. I wanted it to be kind of a messy ombre. Also, I put a note earlier in the video, but if you did not see it, I just wanted to mention that I did wet all of these clothes before I started, so everything is damp that I'm applying the tie-dye to. So as you can see, I just added more water and I tested out the color. I recommend having a white paper towel so you can test out the color before you actually apply it to the shirt. Granted, it's not going to turn out exactly like that, but you can kind of gauge how you want it to look in the end, and it'll be a similar effect anyways. But yeah, so I'm just making a little bit of a lighter color and putting that on the middle section, and then next we're going to add a little bit more water to the mixture and add it to the top section, and then we'll be done with this orange ombre tie-dye. I also realized around this time that I totally forgot to wear my gloves, so my hands were stained for a good day or two. So I definitely recommend using the gloves if you have a better memory than I do. So as you can see, we're pretty much done with the first shirt. I just wanted to really take my time with this first application process and show you exactly what I'm doing. I'll speed through the next 2 shirts just a little bit, but I kind of wanted to give you an idea of exactly what I was doing. So hopefully this longer process was helpful on this first shirt. The way I wrapped these shirts in the trash bag was a total flop. It leaked everywhere. Just FYI, do a little better than I did and don't wrap it like that. But as you can see, I got a little bit on the floor here and it wiped up beautifully, so that was great. Okay, shirt number 2, we are going to do the crinkle effect. I was watching YouTube videos and I saw a lot of people do this effect and I thought it was so cute. So I thought I had to do it in purple, which is my favorite color for my daughter to wear. So anyways, I crinkled up the shirt, started adding rubber bands, and then decided that it got way too small and I didn't like the outcome. So I took the rubber bands off and decided just to crinkle it and not use rubber bands, and that's what we went with. If you end up buying this set that I used, just know that this purple is intense. You need the slightest amount of powder for it to turn out purple. If you want a really super purple, I mean, you could use more powder, but it took me a lot of water to get to this light purple, and it's really not even that light. Like, it could have been a lot lighter. But yeah, just forewarning, if you buy this kit, these colors are pretty much all intense. And I just want to note, even on the orange, I used probably like less than a fourth of the powder that the kit came with. All of these bottles, I barely used any powder and just watered it down a ton. So really, these colors are very intense. On to shirt number 3. My intention was to do a red, white, and blue shirt. I say intention because you will see in the end it did not quite turn out red, white, and blue. But anyways, what I did was I took some rubber bands and I did them kind of close together, and I did 3 different rubber bands all towards the middle of the shirt, spaced about an inch apart, because I wanted to have blue at the top and then have a little bit of white in between and then turn into red. That was my goal. I think I put a little bit too much blue and red in the center that I didn't really end up with any white, but you'll see that in the end. I think it really turned out pretty. It's just wasn't what I intended it to be. But anyways, put those 3 rubber bands in the middle, space them about an inch apart, and you will get this effect. I also want to note here that I changed my gloves because the slightest bit of powder will turn your garment blue or red or whatever color you don't want it to be. If you get a little bit of powder on it and it gets wet, it's going to turn that color. So I went ahead and changed gloves so that my blue would not get into my red. And I noticed here with the red that I shook it up, but it was leaving like little droplets of darker red, and I didn't really want that. So I was trying to shake it up a little more, but you'll see in the end it still kind of left some dots on the garment. And here I just did a rinse. You're supposed to rinse in the sink until all the water is running clear. And then I washed them all separately. Okay, so here we are trying to show you the finished orange gradient shirt. My husband literally never vacuums, and he decided he wanted to clean out the wood-burning stove as I was doing this. But anyways, here's our shirts. I thought they turned out really cute. I will also link down below where I got her onesie and where I got my shirt. I got my shirt on a really cheap website, and I'm really happy with it. So yeah, I think these turned out really cute. Not quite as orange as I had hoped, but I really like them. And then here is our purple. I think these are really, really pretty. Hers looks quite a bit lighter than mine in the video, but really they're pretty similar in color. But I love purple on her. It's so cute. I will say the crinkle technique looked the most like technically tie-dyed. The other ones don't really look that tie-dyed to me, but I still think the other ones are really pretty. But this one had the most white to counteract the color. Okay, and then here's our red, white, and blue. It kind of turned pink and purple. The middle does kind of look white in the video, but I didn't think it looked that white in person, so I'm kind of confused by that. But I thought these turned out so cute. I actually really love them. I love the transition of the colors. I think the blue on my daughter just looks phenomenal. Oh, her eyes just pop. I love it. So yeah, I thought this was actually a really cute one, and you could see little spots on the outfits, but I don't really mind that. I just think it kind of looks, I don't know, gives it a little more character. So anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!